YouTube? Siegfried Tulane here with another 7 Deadly Sins video, and we got the dev notes, and I kind of wanted to go over them because I've been going through the community posts, and I think a lot of people misunderstood what these dev notes were. Now, I get a lot of people are mad about Green Lillia not being free on global, even though she's free on JP. But before this video goes on, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this, but I want to make a really important point here. At no point did Netmarble ever say Green Lillia was going to be free on global. They never stated that. They never put that on their posts. And they never put that in any part of their website, on their Facebook, or even if they have Twitter on their Twitter. Had they put Green Lillia as free on any one of their official platforms, I think people would have a much more reason to be upset and demand compensation. However, let's be clear here. They never told us it was going to be free. Nobody complained when Benimaru was free. Nobody complained when we got the costume for Meliodas, or all the gear through pretty much doing the quest events for the slime event. No one complained about that. Yet, people are up in arms about Green Lillia. Now, I get, from a efficiency point of view, Green Lillia is the better unit, especially at 6/6. However, from a collector's point of view, and I am a collector, I would rather take the Benimaru. I was able to get all 3 slime units for 30 bucks. Benimaru, the $8 ticket got me the pink-haired girl, and then I bought Rimuru with the other pack. Totally worth it. 30 bucks. Got them all. And I get it. Not everybody cares about them. I mean, I didn't care too much, but I thought, whatever, I'll pick them up. And honestly, I wasn't even going to really go for the pink-haired girl that much. So, while everyone is getting up in arms about Green Lillia, I mean, it's really important to realize that you guys are getting mad over a unit that was never said was going to be yours. If you want to be mad at somebody, you need to go to all of the YouTubers who told you that this unit was going to be free because it was free on JP, and you need to go to them. Okay? They are the ones who got you hyped up for Green Lillia. And you need to go to them and say, hey, guys, come on. Now, a lot of people are treating global 7 Deadly Sins kind of more like Dokkan. Dokkan definitely is a lot more similar to their JP and their global. I still hear people complain in Dokkan a lot, about, oh, the JP gets more stones, and then the global gets the tickets. But with that said, I mean, it is important to realize that 7 Deadly Sins is they're obviously releasing global a lot different from JP. Okay? And I think the point of that is money. If they release global exactly like JP, they're going to lose a lot of revenue. And this game is not here just to make us happy. Guys, the game is there to make them money. If they're not making money, we don't have a game. So, for all of those who got triggered about Green Lillia, I personally wouldn't have. Think about it. You're not going to spend on her, but other people are. So in other words, the game is being supported, and you don't have to support it at this point in time. You have no idea what we could get for free. What if down the road we get a unit that's really good for free? That JP didn't. What if, in Dokkan right there, is about to come out a new global LR UI Goku? What if we get a global first unit in 7 Deadly Sins that JP has to wait for? This game is only, what? We're in May, it came out, I think, released in March, really, so about 2 months, almost 3 months in its lifespan, and people are already judging it for the fact that it's not following JP. Look, if you want to play JP, go play JP. If you can't read it, do one of two things: learn Japanese or use the website that they've already made for it. But if you're going to be on global, you have to accept the fact that global is going to release differently. There are going to be times when that's positive, such as when we got Benimaru, but then there are going to be times when it's negative, such as not getting Green Lillia. We're getting the updates that I believe, I think JP just got the skip tickets recently. We're getting that much earlier. we're getting a lot of quality of life changes much faster, which doesn't really happen in Dokkan. In Dokkan, it's usually you have to wait. JP, I think, is 6 months ahead in Dokkan. If they get an update, you have to wait 6 months for that update. Seven Deadly Sins is not actually doing that here. And you got, a lot of people just get way too triggered over this. Okay, it sucks. Let them know and let it go. And to be honest, they did reply to it. But I think a lot of people are misreading this reply. So the first thing I want to point out is that this reply doesn't talk about compensation in the very beginning. And I think a lot of people think, oh, they're giving us, this is how they're going to compensate us. That's not what they're saying. What they're telling you is, okay, we get it. You guys are upset about what we did. We're going to let you know what our plan is so that you are aware and you calm down. And pretty much the plan is they're going to give out the uniform set for free. So the question is that going to be for everybody? I mean, if that's a set for everybody, that's really good actually. Um, the white wave, it's called the White Wave Cheer uniform, and we can easily look up what that set is going to be based off if you go to one of the Seven Deadly Sins websites to see what that is. So I'm gonna go and hop on over there real quick and see just what we can just see what that gear uniform is. I mean, yeah, if it's SSR, you might be replacing it eventually. If it's SR, you're definitely going to be replacing it. It's probably just going to be for a look. Okay, let's see. Let's see. There's got to be something here that has it on here. Okay, I'm going to find this uniform and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm not sure what level this gear is going to be again. It could be SSR, it could be UR. We don't know. I mean, yes, guys, it's obvious this was going to come to us free anyways, but I think the point they're making here is that they're letting us know what we're going to get. And then, of course, you get those 110 free draws, guys, okay? I can't think of one gacha game I've ever played that gives you 110, gives you 10 multis for free. And, you might think, well, the chances of getting an SSR are low. Yeah, the chances of getting an SSR are low, but not the chances of getting the featured unit. That's a 0.5% chance. That's, actually not that bad of a chance, to be honest. It's about the same in Dokkan, and it's about half of what Legend is. But you don't get 10 free multis in Legends on top of the diamonds you can get in farm per week. So, I mean, getting that right there, guys, this is obvious. They're just letting us know what we're gonna get. Now, that banner could be an absolute trash banner, but if it has Escanor on it, then it's still worth it. In the end, it's still 110 chances for you to pull Escanor. And if it's on a good banner, like a blue Lilia banner or a Valencia banner or a blue Meliodas banner, then hell, I mean, great. If they decide to pop up, we never know. We could get something even earlier than something sooner that we're not supposed to get. I believe Escanor came a little earlier actually. So I mean, it's not, guys. That's not compensation. That's just what we should be expecting in the future. That's something they're just letting us know in the beginning. And for people who are like, well, I saw this comment. Well, they're just telling us what Nagato already told us. Guys, look, Nagato can tell you anything he wants to tell you, but the fact comes down to it is he does not work at Netmarble. He cannot decide what they release and don't release. He's also the same person that said Escanor was coming when Escanor did not come. So for people sitting there saying, well, he already told us this is going to happen, look, he's learned from Netmarble. He's telling you what happened on JP, what people have discovered in the files. And I think it's pretty obvious if people come out with leaks, Netmarble's going to change it up. So anytime somebody leaks something, I don't think that's actually going to be to our benefit, because when they leaked Escanor, guess what? Escanor got delayed. And I personally think that was purely because somebody leaked it, so they pulled it off and put something else on. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So even though you might hear this from YouTubers, until Netmarble comes out and actually says it, it's not set in stone. And they can pull it out. Just because in the data files does not mean they have to unlock it. They can pull it whenever they want. People knew it was in data files for the characters for a long time, and they literally, again, with Escanor is a great example, and they pulled him last minute. They obviously pulled him last minute. I mean, we knew he was coming. He was due to come, and they changed it because somebody leaked it, I believe. So if you're looking at this part up here, we're talking about the uniform and the free multi says that's how they're compensating us. They never said the word, we're compensating you this way. Same comes down to, these other updates we should be expecting, the clear tickets and the improved ease of use, the consecutive equipment draw. These are not ways of compensating us. They are just letting us know, okay, we get you're upset. Here's what's in the future, just so you guys are aware. So calm down a bit. Now, there is one point where they do talk about compensation. And that is right here. This is the compensation. And guys, to be perfectly honest, I mean, like, 30 gems isn't a lot. Yeah. But if you didn't summon the banner, it's still 30 free gems that you got. And that's just more you can save towards Blue Meliodas. So while you might be like, well, that's not as good as Green Lillia, well, what if you're not going to use Green Lillia? And if we're talking about efficiency, Blue Meliodas is better. That extra multi on Blue Meliodas is going to be a lot better than Green Lillia if you're not using Green Lillia. And if you're probably going to pull Green Lillia on a future banner anyways. So yeah, that's probably honestly going to be better. So, I'm not going to say that you guys, if you're upset about not getting Green Lillia, you shouldn't be upset, you shouldn't say it. No, you should post you're upset about that. But you should also remember that, and this is the big thing, they never told you Green Lillia was going to be free. And they don't owe us anything because they never promised us that. When you play this game, you agree to a terms of service. When you play any game, you're agreeing to a terms of service. And so, there are a lot of the things that you guys can really be upset about. And I think, the last part of the video, I just want to point that out because people are getting so triggered by this. And even after this, I'm still seeing posts about how this is weak and they don't buy it and they're not compensating us, they're just telling us what's coming in. Okay, so again, they don't have to compensate us. They're not screwing us over. We've been playing the game for 3 months. We're not a loyal fan base after 3 months. Okay? And in, a year, how many of us are still going to be here? We don't know how many more are going to join, how many are going to leave. You don't know. So, you can't really call yourself a loyal fan base after 3 months. We got to give it time and see who's still here around the first anniversary. And then I think that's when you can start taking a look at a loyal fan base. But I mean, I want to point something out. I mean, you guys are getting so mad about that Green Lillia not being free and being on on a banner. I want to point out a bigger controversy going on in a video game, and that's the Mortal Kombat Aftermath pack. And if you guys haven't heard about that yet, Mortal Kombat, which everyone is aware of that is the AAA game, obviously, is releasing their new expansion, which is really nothing but a glorified DLC for $40. Comes with a new with an extra story and 3 characters. That's okay, $40, whatever. I mean, it's a little pricey, especially when you look at Dark Souls, which have released a lot more story and gear for a lot cheaper. But here's the controversy in that, and I think this is a bigger controversy, and this is kind of the point I've been trying to getting around on the chat boards and whatnot, is that people are getting all freaked out about that and acting like we're getting screwed, but we're not really getting screwed. We're not. And act like, oh, we're getting screwed. They're screwing their loyal global players. We're not loyal global players yet. We're not getting screwed yet. Getting screwed is when Warner Brothers, the producer of Mortal Kombat, and that whole company decides that people who've been playing Mortal Kombat 11 for a couple of years should pay $40 for a DLC, while new people who've never owned the game should pay $10 for the DLC on top of the game. You want to know what it feels like to get screwed over by, a game company? That's getting screwed over by a game company. When you're expected to pay $40 for a DLC that new players are going to pay $10 for because they're going to get it in a bundle for $60. Or they're going to get the game for $20 when you paid $60 to $100 for the game with all the DLC. That's getting screwed over by a game company. Another good example, when a game decides to up and change how you get your, gacha game decides how you're going to get your gacha currency for free. Everybody complains about 7 Deadly Sins, but have you guys ever calculated how many diamonds you can get? I mean, without trying, I did a calculation once. Without trying, it's 8 multi-summons a month. With trying, it's 16 multi-summons a month. And if you take a look at the banners, in all honesty, we've not had a hype banner since Escanor. So if you didn't summon a slime banner, Blue Elizabeth or Green Lillia, you should have enough diamonds saved up for 12 multis if you hit champion tier, and 6 multis if you just hit gold. So by the time the 100-year celebration comes around, along with these other 30 diamonds and the other 2 weeks of diamonds you're gonna be able to grind, I mean, you're gonna have enough for about 9 multis plus this 10 multis on this ticket. I think the point I'm trying to make is that it's fine if you guys are upset that Green Lillia isn't on here, but number one, attacking YouTubers who summoned on this banner, again, like I said in my last video, is unacceptable. Grow up, guys. Seriously. Grow up. And going around and attacking Netmarble for something that they never promised you. And I don't mean saying, hey, this is not fair, we don't agree with this, I am not happy with this update, I am not happy with this decision you made. No, that's fine. Okay? Fully support that. That's totally okay, and you should voice that. But there's a big difference between voicing that and saying, hey, this is not something we like, and deciding that, hey, we need to go and ratings bombs them because we don't like that they made this decision, or we need to go and expect everyone to agree with us on this idea that they're screwing us and we're going to throw on rants and nonstop. I mean, guys, you seem to have this mentality that because you are a consumer, that you are the boss, you are the CEO. And I can tell you, I work at a private school where we don't get money from the government. We have to earn our students and we have to keep our students. And the most annoying thing ever is when a mom decides that because her student's going there, she gets to make the decisions. So telling you guys, coming from the opposite end of this, from the person who has to deal with the consumer acting like they get to decide it because they're giving you their money, uh, no. No, that's not how it goes. Because the fact is, you know, the person who decides it is the person who's in charge. If you're not happy, you state it, but you leave it at that. You don't expect everyone to follow you. I'm not saying you bend over and take it up the rear end and just be a loyal puppet and saying yes, yes, yes. No. You vocalize how you feel, and you don't spend your diamonds in that game. You don't spend your money in that game. You stay free to play. You skip banners. You say, hey, I'm going to skip this banner. I don't agree with it. But, just because you don't agree with it doesn't mean you should be going out and shaming people who do agree with it or are personally fine with it. This, these dev notes, I think they're totally acceptable. They could have come out and said, look, guys, to be fair, we never told you Green Lillia was going to be free. This is not JP. This is global. They are going to be handled differently. I mean, if they'd come out and told you guys that, people still would have been up in an outrage about, well, that's not fair, blah blah blah. So let's have a. I mean, this should be something that everybody knows, and it's a pretty basic saying that life's not fair, guys. That's just reality. It's not fair. And if you're expecting life to be fair, I mean, you're either very young or have not had a very hard life. If your biggest concern is the fact that, oh my goodness, we did not get an A rank unit, 7 copies of an A rank unit for free. Oh, this game is so bullcrap, they're screwing us over. Well, I mean, have you guys, like, how many gacha games have you guys played? I'm sure there are games that are better, but I have yet personally to play a game that gives me as much free currency as this game does. And while I spend money in this game, I mean, I'm honestly, it's like the monthly subscription pack is worth it. The weekly subscription pack is worth it. And just with those alone, I don't need to really worry about spending money. The rank up packs. But once the rank up packs are gone, I'll probably just go with the subscriptions and I'll be good. I'll save my diamonds more often at that point in time. But guys, don't look at these dev notes as this is the compensation. They don't owe anybody compensation. Okay? They didn't make a mistake. They did not promise you, or even they never once said, hey, Global's going to release like JP. They don't owe compensation in that case. They owe compensation if they had come out and said, hey, this unit's going to be free on any one of their actual, social networking services, Twitter, Facebook, their actual website. If they had come out and said it was free, then they would owe you compensation. They don't. You can be unhappy with the decision they make, but to demand compensation is ridiculous. I cannot be, I can't go into Dokkan and be like, oh, there's 10 featured units on this banner. That means that this unit's going to be at a 0.5% chance, not a 0.6.24%. I'm unhappy. I'm going to go and make an outrage of it. JP players don't go in and throw a hissy fit when Global gets a global first, LR, global Dokkan first LR in Dokkan. They just wait for their turn. And so, I mean, when you read through these dev notes, realize it's just telling you guys what is coming. Again, if you're really this unhappy about it and this triggered by this decision right here, if you're triggered by the fact that Green Lillia was not for free, and you got triggered because Escanor was released a week later than you were told by, again, YouTubers, not Netmarble, and, okay, incorrect information on their banners, again, that's totally, they should have compensated for that. That is totally unacceptable. And I do agree with that. When they put on Bond's banner was incorrect for a whole week, yeah, that was their bad. They should have compensated for that. And I am with every single person who feels that they got screwed on ban. Yes, the Bond banner was pretty messed up of Netmarble. Using the wrong form of Merlin, yes, that was wrong. And I fully agree with the YouTubers on that one. And I fully agree with anyone who had an issue with that. That should have been compensated for. And Netmarble Global did not. That deserved compensation because they messed up there. They didn't compensate us, and I do think that's a bit ridiculous, but it is what it is. That's my opinion on that. So I hope most people can look at these dev notes and be like, okay, let's just chill for 2 weeks. Let's see what these free tickets are going to be on. Because, JP got the tickets, it was on a crap banner. If we get those tickets and it's on a really good banner, again, just imagine, if you get those tickets and it's on Blue Lillia, and Demon Meliodas comes up at the same time, that means you can spend your crystals on Demon Meliodas and your tickets on Blue Lillia. You don't have to choose which unit you would want. You don't have to worry about trying to summon for the unit and getting 20 copies of the same unit but not getting the other unit. That would actually be quite amazing if you think about it. So hold off for 2 weeks, see what that banner's on. I mean, they showed this, from what I saw on the banner when I was watching Nagato's video, it was a Lillia with tickets, so there's a good chance that those tickets will be for a Lillia banner. Then if it's Lillia Blue and they have Green Escanor on it, dude, that is gonna be so fire. And if they have Green Lillia on it, guess what? You just got Green Lillia for free. You spent this whole time complaining about the fact that JP got a 6/6 Green Lillia, which nobody is going to probably use, or at least not many people are going to probably use. They're just going to want the cosmetic. And if she's on the ticket banner and Blue Lily's on the ticket banner and Green Escanor's on the ticket banner and you pull her, guess what? You got Green Lillia for free and you could have gotten other SSRs for free. Yeah, I saw a post saying, you could pull 0 SSRs. Yeah, that is possible. But I've yet to see somebody go 10 pulls deep and pull 0 SSRs. And I don't know if the tickets have the pity banner, the pity meter. I don't know. I mean, that'd be great if they do, but they probably don't. But guys, I mean, I'm going to leave it there. These videos are getting long. This is getting stressful. I mean, I really hope that you guys can take a look at this and just be like, all right, I don't like this. I'm not going to summon on it. But at the same time, they didn't promise me anything. When I've gone on through a few chats and I've gone on through a few comments talking about how people were entitled. And the entitlement I'm talking about is people demanding compensation for something that was never promised to them. Something that was never said was going to come to them for that. That is truly entitlement behavior. there's a difference between you guys messed up here, you made a mistake, and you did not compensate with, versus well, that YouTuber said that they got it for free on that site. I want it for free. That's not, guys. And on top of that, aren't most of us, adults here? We're adults. You're telling me that most of these players are at least 18 years or older, probably more in their 20s and late 20s, early 30s, and they're getting so angry over a a piece of data that they're not getting for free that's not even that good. I mean, she's good, but she's not that great. She's not, blue. She's not Blue Lily. She's not Red Gothi. She's not some top tier. She's not Blue King. And so many people that are, again, full-grown adults who are supposed to have real-world problems. Some of you are probably parents with kids and have to deal with that as well. I mean, guys, prioritize your life here, man. We got a pandemic going around. People are dying. People are getting sick, and you're worried about a piece of digital data you did not get for free because they got it for free over there. Did anybody say, oh, hey, it's not fair for JP. They didn't get Benny Mar. They should get Benny Mar for free. Nobody on Global was saying that when we got Benny Mar for free. Nobody was saying, this is not fair for JP. Nobody was going on the forums and posting how it wasn't fair for JP and how they should take Benny Mar away from from Global. I didn't see anybody posting that. So, guys, look at the real life here, man. It's a game. It's digital data. And like I have had people call me like again, remember this is over digital data, call me an effing retard because I didn't agree with their ideal of, bombing the ratings of this game. It doesn't deserve that. Not yet. So I hope that most people that watch this, watch it with an open mind and realize how, honestly, just how small this problem really is in the grand scheme of life at the moment. And it's not the same as being a loyal player for years just to have a new thing released and you're expected to pay more for it than somebody who's just starting. So I really hope you guys, I hope this reaches people. I hope that people take it with an open mind, don't get too negative, don't get too upset and attack me for it. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna cut it there. I wish you all luck in your future summons. We have Blue Demon Melios coming the 100-day anniversary. I wish you all lucks there. And, if you guys, look, if you have an opinion on this, if you want to, make a point or you feel a certain way, feel free to put in the comments. But all I ask is that everybody in the comments show respect to each other. We don't have to agree with each other. You can dislike the fact that Green Lillia is free, and you can say, hey, I don't like this. This is not fair. I am totally against this. But at the same time, remember, we're all different. Respect each other. I'm going to put it out right now that any form of harassing comments, and what I mean by harassing comments is when you take something and you make it a personal attack. Oh, I'm disappointed in you, or blah blah blah. Like if you turn things into a personal attack, I will be deleting the comments and blocking you because I want people to be able to comment and have a civil conversation here. I want people to be able to come from both ends of the aisle and make their points, understand each other's points, and at the end leave and be together. Because guys, when it comes down to it, when Netmarble thoroughly tries to screw us over, which almost every single gacha game does, and when Netmarble tries to really do that, we need to be united. If we are not united, we're not going to, be able to really change anything at that point in time. So I think it's extremely important at this point in time that even if we have different opinions, guys, be civil with each other, come together, find common ground so that when Netmarble decides to lower our free diamonds that we get per week so that it's almost impossible for free to play players to summon, like in Dragon Ball Legends at the moment, that we can all come together and actually make a difference when that's going to be, when it matters. So anyways, Secret True Lane signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video. I don't plan on doing another one of these videos over the Green Lillia controversy. If people still aren't growing up and getting over it and coming together and having fun in this game, then Guys, if you can't do that and you're going to get so triggered, you're going to get triggered every time there's a difference in JP, my honest suggestion, if you haven't spent money in this game, find a new game. If you spent money in this game, get over it. That's simply it, because nothing was promised to us. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Secret Lane signing out.